United Healthcare Group Incorporated latest price action. Let's talk about it, guys. First of all, remember to read the disclaimer right here and also in the description below. Welcome to Trading HD, honest traders. Let's go. We have this stock right here. I have some drawings in the chart, some text. Let's comment all of them. I think they're completely interesting in order to talk about them. And also, if you want to share more information, please do it in the comments below, as we are happy to learn always all together. First, we have here some latest updates, from the TradingView platform related with this stock. A New York court dismissed a lawsuit against United Health Court, United Health Group. The case followed the company's April 2025 forecast out of nearly $4 per share, causing a 22.4% stock price drop. You have here other headlines from other newspapers. So very interesting, these latest updates. But in this video, we're going to talk about the price action, the technical analysis that happened during these last weeks, during this last month also, because we're going to start right here during the downtrend that started in this movement in the 20th of June. And then we're going to comment all these structures right here, all these patterns, and we will finish with this latest price action that was ending the last Friday. And you could comment what do you see right here, how do you think the price could continue if you want in the comments below. Let's start with this price action. Let's go. I think I did these drawings in the 5-minute time frame. Yeah, exactly. So let's see with more detail. I'm very interested in sharing this with you and in knowing your own opinion about your technical insights, because I think this latest price action has been completely crazy in UNH stock. So let's start with this kind of parallel channel. This was the initial movement that I wanted to talk about, because at this moment, like the stock, if we go to the higher time frame, at this key moment, the stock had been already dropping a lot. You can clearly see that in the market structure in the daily time frame. And at this point, it was like the market was trying to recover, going a little bit higher, as you can see right here. And then this parallel channel happened, and from there, let's see what was the exact price action that occurred right there, based in my opinion, of course. So let's go there again. All right, so we have it right here. Very interesting. What do we have? So we have this first parallel channel, and then when we saw the breakout of that structure, we had this kind of triangle, this type of ascending triangle. The interesting thing about this type of patterns is that sometimes it's very subjective, and I agree with that, because you could also say, all right, and why isn't this another parallel channel? Maybe if you draw it like this. All right, so it could be, and if you take it into account and you put the lines longer, you can see that the retest happened right there, and it could also be a working pattern. So the interesting part about technical analysis is that there is subjective factors, but if you follow your trading plan, risk management, probabilities, etc., it's a tool that you can use, of course. In my opinion, it's a good tool, but make sure to know that you know what you are doing and that you follow your own trading strategies. So in this case, we had this ascending triangle, very interesting. A lot of strength you can clearly see in the market structure. It started to go higher and higher. But what happened here? All right, you can see with the text right there, you have the hint. The market created this double top. You can clearly see right there. Let's put the arrows to see it more clearly. And here also we could show other structures like this support area, this kind of parallel channel, etc. But I wanted to comment this double top because in my opinion is very clear now that we can see this in retrospective. Remember that past price action is not like a guarantee of future price action. Of course, this is just what happened in the past. It doesn't mean like it has to repeat again. But now that we have all the price action, we can talk about it and see if it correlates with the general market sentiment and if it makes sense, and if it could have been tradable if we had like the tools ready and we had some kind of good trading strategy. We could have applied this and make profits. We don't know. We will see that with this type of backtesting. Is a tool where we can see if that could have worked or not. What is your opinion about technical analysis? Also, let us know in the comments below. Then we had this double top. The interesting thing is like you have the key level right here at the lowest part, and also this trend line. So if you had like a more aggressive entry, you could see when the breakout of this level happened, all right, traders who got that aggressive entry, their stop losses could have get triggered, because the price started to go higher again. It didn't reach the lower part, like it didn't complete, because if we wait for the typical structure breakout, that is the lowest point between the double top, and that could be this area right here, the 25th of June, right there. That didn't occur, and it occurred in the upper direction. Let's draw the horizontal line right there. And once we saw that breaking pattern, of course, let's draw it to see with more detail. Once it happened, you can clearly see the market started to continue to go even higher. So very, very interesting. Wow, it started to create this type of ascending triangle. In my opinion, what kind of pattern do you see right here? But the interesting thing is, like, if you had this double top, you can see, let's draw the square to see the projection of, oh sorry, to see the projection of this pattern. Remember, in theory, when you have this length of double top or triangles, etc., you can copy paste the structure and paste it like this. So the taking profit theoretically could be something like this. This could be like the movement that could occur in order after that breakout, and you can clearly see that it got completed and it went even higher. And the key aspect is, why did it even go even higher from the technical analysis perspective? One idea could be, like, this ascending triangle was being formed. You can see also, very interesting, the retest of this level that was being previously traded as the double top. And once this ascending triangle broke out, you can clearly see right there. Let's draw this projection also. Let's get the ascending triangle in theory, possible price targets, and it got completed. You can clearly see right there. Wow, with a lot of strength in comparison to other patterns. Normally you see, like, the pattern can be completed, but in this case it got completed and even continued to go higher. So right here the market was showing a lot of strength. Very, very interesting during this uptrend. But look at this, what happened here? Structure is broken. That's a question that I ask you. Take a look at this price action right here, and what do you think? This market structure was broken. Can you spot it? All right, let's go with it. We have right here, well, post the video if you want and share in the comments. Was the market structure right here broken? Post the video. Now let's go, if you want to do it. If not, it's okay. All right, so we have a very interesting market structure. Let's talk about it. We had the first high, you have right here with the first red arrow, then the next low right here, the green arrow, the next high, this red arrow, the next low, this green arrow. You can clearly see the market structure. Higher, higher low, higher high, higher low, and one more higher high. You can see it right there. Oh, sorry. All right, you can see that right there. Whoa, can you stop? Thank you. Yeah, I'm not very used to this new tool, so let's put it like this. All right, perfect. All right, so we have the structure: higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. All right, so this is a clear uptrend structure. The market is creating higher lows and higher highs. But what happened once the market reached this key point at $329 more or less, this highest high? Well, it broke the previous low, as you can see right here. We had this low right there, and the next one was a little bit lower. You can see right there. Can you see the difference? This one was around 321, and this one stopped at 320 more or less. So once this happened, let's continue to draw the market structure. Lower low, not higher, then lower high, and then it continued to the lower side. So what is the interesting part about this? That we could have spotted this in theory, because we had higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and this was a lower low. So here, if we had like eyes on it, like, wow, the market structure could have been broken at this point. Then we wait for the next higher, the next high point. It was right here. And once we have, for example, the breakout of this previous low, or a breakout in the market structure internally in the 1-minute chart, or a breakout like trend, a support area, something like that, whatever. Let us know in the comments if you have your own trading ideas about it. In theory, we could have spotted it and entered into this parallel channel, and wow, this was a very pronounced downtrend. We are talking about, let's see the exact percentage, but I think this is the data and price range. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if we spotted it since this breakout, for instance, you can clearly see minus 4% in a couple of hours, in 6 hours. So very intense movement right there. Then we have this type of parallel channels, and I think this is very interesting because at this moment the market started to create parallel channels, in my opinion. You know, it's like the price action isn't as clear, it doesn't have a lot of patterns as before. You can see like the lower, the highers and the lowers are still complete, but here you can see like there is a market structure being broken, but not as clear as before. And you can see like it is less clear than earlier, but we have very interesting these parallel channels. Let me erase this, you can see more clearly. So we had the typical breakouts right here, but as you can see, the movement wasn't a lot, you know, so that could have been tradable, but just for intraday or another ideas, let us know in the comments. Then we had the breakout right there, then another breakout right here. So you can see like the market start to create this type of parallel channels. Very interesting in my opinion. It was kind of trying to decide which direction, you know, if we could continue to go lower or reach higher levels again. And you can see right here the market started to go lower because the parallel channels more or less go high, low, high, but at the end the market closed at lower levels than before. You can clearly see right here price action around 320 and it ended around 300 right there. So here we have a very interesting period, in my opinion, a consolidation one. So how do you see that? Do you think this is like a different price action from the past? In my opinion, it is, because you can see right here the market is going higher, going lower, but it's moving in different directions. And in this case, it's just type of consolidation right there. You know, it's like consolidating. It's like, wow, I don't want to move from this point. Why is that? We have to analyze it as traders. So here we had this movement, very interesting. The price went lower, it broke to the lower side, so maybe that could be a hint of the following movement that this market could take. And you can clearly see once we had this breakout again at this point, and we could see a retest also. If we go to 1 minute chart, we would see the retest right there. It started to go lower, you know, so we had like the consolidation phase kind of ended, and the direction that they decided to take was to the lower side. You can clearly see it got completed in direction, and then we had another consolidation period, but this time a smaller one. And why I asked you, do you think this could have been like a hint of the market trying to follow that direction? That could have been, but also if you take into account this one, we could see like it happened to the opposite direction, and then the market went lower again. Maybe this one is different. What do you think? Because we can see the candles. Let's, yeah, if you don't see it very clear, please let me know, because I know that in the mobile the candles are smaller, and you don't see it as with as much detail as in TV or computer. So right here we had this type of candlestick patterns here that could be spotted as a bearish one. You can see the inverted hammer, the red one. And in this case it was completely different scenario, because the breakout was very strong. You can see the red candle with a lot of strength, but then this pattern is bullish also. So that's why I wanted to ask you, do you think this could have been a hint or not, and this one a hint or a trap? So being that said, let's continue, because we had this second consolidation period. This time it was smaller. You can also see the volume being traded also much smaller. You can see, remember, the bigger the candle, the bigger the volume. So here very small candles, and from there, wow, once the price broke out of this consolidation period, you can see the volume started to skyrocket, also more or less at 3:30 when the market opened, general market. And from there, a perfect retest, you can see right there. And here we have the current price action that occurred during this last week and today. So key question for you now, guys: what trading patterns or structures can you spot at these last movements? How do you think the market could continue? Please feel free to share all the feedback, all the comments in the section below. And also check this video right here about trading affirmations, or our other playlist of technical analysis, insights, etc., because we are happy to have you with here as you with us here. Sorry. Thank you very much. Bye bye.